Here on Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Chris, thanks for taking some time, man. I know it's been kind of a topsy-turvy season for everyone in the organization, and especially you, and ending up on IR. But you've been very vocal on social media. First of all, happy holidays. Hope you and the family are doing well.
Same to you. Thank you. Everybody's doing good, man.
Good. I think the last time, by the way, we talked to you, I believe you had just had a new baby. How's the baby doing?
Yep. Man, she's doing good. She started walking pretty early, at like 10 months, and now she's kind of at that stage where she's trying to run, and she can't even move that fast. But it's been great, man. She got a birthday coming up on the 30th, so just getting ready for that, and on top of Christmas, but everything's been cool.
Awesome. Have fun with that. Always puts it in perspective, and happy birthday to her. All right, you tweeted just the other day, James didn't make the Pro Bowl. Man, I don't know what needs to be done. That's beyond getting snubbed. 4th in the league in scrimmage yards. Y'all suck, whoever y'all are. That's not right. I don't care what anybody says. I'm hurt, bro. That's life-changing, and he got robbed. You went on to say you all don't understand how life-changing making a Pro Bowl is for guys. We appreciate you coming on and talking about this. Why did you feel the need to go on social media? And by the way, you haven't stopped, which I appreciate. I like that.
He's consistent.
Yeah, you're consistent. And why are you almost hurt by the snub of James Robinson?
I think for him, like it was said before, it's a respect thing, and I felt like that was a bit disrespectful. Like, he's this guy undrafted, 4th in the league in scrimmage yardage. I think 2nd in the AFC behind Derrick Henry. He deserves it. This is a guy that didn't get drafted because he wasn't fast enough, because he didn't have good vision, and a bunch of other things that were said about him. And he comes in and proves that he's among the best in his rookie year. And he's one of those guys, like, he came in just quiet, just doesn't say much, and just comes in and does his work every single day. And he's one of those guys. His attitude stays the same all the time. Whether you make him mad, whether you make him happy, he stays the same. And he's one of those guys. He's not going to say anything about it, and just continue to go about his day like he does every single day. And he's very humble guy. And I just felt the need that he's one of my guys. I look at these guys like as my little brothers, and I try to help them or do whatever I can with them along the way while I'm with them, for if it's just one season or multiple seasons. Like, I want to help these guys out as much as I possibly can, and for a guy like that to have the success he's had, it hurt me, because he's done everything that you can ask of a rookie to do. He's done beyond that, but he was an undrafted guy. And, I know fans vote, obviously, coaches and players as well. The fans, they're going to vote for who they like. That's just reality of it. But then you got the players and coaches. Like, how doesn't he get voted as being one of the top 3 running backs when you're number 2 in your conference in yardage, and then you're 4th in the entire league in scrimmage yardage? That it doesn't make sense to me. And nobody's going to say anything. Obviously, Jags fans are going to be upset, but I felt the player needed to say something, and I'm going to say something about it, because I take it personal too. It's not even me, but it bothers me. And like, every single day it bothers me, and it's a life-changing deal. I'm sorry if y'all got any more questions, but
oh, no, you're good, man. You just keep going. Well, we're here.
Well, you've crafted some good tweets, too. James that's creative.
Well, no, Chris, I'm be honest, man. The way that you're speaking about the situation, it's refreshing, because it goes to show you the brotherhood and camaraderie that you find in an NFL locker room. And you're kind of peeling back the curtain of that a little bit. I remember back when I played in 2010, 11, and 12, when we would vote for the Pro Bowl, I'll be honest with you, it was a crazy process where they would sit us down in one room and we were kind of all on the same page of, all right, we have to vote for this guy, so our guy gets in. We can't vote for this guy, I'm like, we're not going to vote for our guys in our division. Do you still find that it's like that in these Pro Bowl, voting situations, or do guys kind of have more of an individual take where you can kind of vote for whoever, or is it still kind of the whole team thing?
How it was, as far as I know. Now, this year may have been a little different, but in the past, it's been exactly how you said. We go in the room and everybody votes. From there, they give us a list, and you vote on guys based off that list or whatever. But and that's how it goes. From as far as I know, this year they did send us a like a link. They text me a link or whatever, and maybe because I wasn't in the building to be able to vote or whatever. But that's it. And so like I said, so basically it's. If I remember correctly, if you played whatever conference you played in, you voted on those guys in your conference. So I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. Well, that's one part that's kind of beyond me. And sometimes I get it because I'm the guy that will argue still with people to this day that Le'Veon Bell is one of the best running backs in the league. I'm that type guy. So I'll stick to my guns sometimes with certain guys. That's kind of how I am. So maybe that's what played a part where guys were like, man, this guy been doing it consistently for a couple years, whether 2, 3, 4, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to vote more for him than somebody else. But, I mean, I don't know.
No, I hear you, Chris, but I get what you're saying there, but the issue that I have with James Robinson not making it is that I understand he doesn't play on the most popular team here in Jacksonville, but you still can't deny the stats, right? No disrespect to Josh Jacobs, but James Robinson has him beat. So that's where my frustration goes. And then my frustration also stems from the fact that the fans do have a say. Now, I understand you want to get the fans involved, and that's great. But maybe you can kind of comment on this a little more. But I feel like anytime you make a Pro Bowl, that helps out a contract, when you're trying to get a new one. Or even sometimes in contracts, there's escalators where, you get a little bonus there. So it's almost like you have fans who are fans of these popular teams dictating how much money or how much bonus money these players are making, and that's not right in my opinion.
Yep, and I agree with you on that. That's the part that's frustrating, and I think something needs to be changed because fans are going to vote for their favorite players. There were probably people, if I posted something, that would have voted for me. They're going to vote for whoever their favorite player is. That's what it is. But I think it's not fair. You have to go off performance and numbers. If you're second in the league behind the guy that's number one in the league in scrimmage yard, or second in your conference behind the number one guy that's leading in scrimmage yard, it's you can't deny him not making the Pro Bowl. And then when I say it's life-changing, this guy was undrafted. I don't know. There's levels of how much money you get when you're undrafted. Some guys are undrafted and get no signing bonus. Some, maybe 10, maybe 5,000, something like that. But that changes James' life completely. There's things we had as far as player performance that kind of balances out your salary or whatever for undrafted guys and rookies and things like that end up playing more than expected, but you don't get that money now because of what's going on with COVID and this new CBA. He won't see that money for 4 more years.
Wait a second, Chris, I don't mean to cut you off right there, but you're saying that the player performance bonus that a player would get regarding how many games they start, of where they were drafted or not drafted, he will not see any of that money this year.
Yes, that's part of the new CBA that
Wow.
guys won't get their player performance for another, I think 3 or 4 years, 2023, I believe, or 2024. So you're talking about money that he would see in March. Usually he's not able to get that, which would be a whole lot of money for him because he was undrafted and he started and basically, I think, probably played more than 85% of the snaps this
Heck
year.
yeah. Yeah.
So that's a huge bonus for him. But also, like, you're an undrafted Pro Bowl player. You're talking about now off the field money that he can be getting, or he would be getting, just because he has that Pro Bowl label behind him. And people like, oh well, he'll get his in the future. Yeah, that may be true, but every year he may not make the Pro Bowl. If he makes the Pro Bowl as a rookie, that carries on throughout his entire career. If he starts playing bad towards the end of his career, people are still going to be like, all right, well, he was a Pro Bowl guy, so there's some potential still there.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I think about all the off-season stuff, the sponsorships and all of that kind of stuff that he missed out on being an undrafted guy that he could now get if he's a Pro Bowl player. That's a whole lot of money out of your pocket, which it's not fair.
Yeah.
And he's not going to say anything about it. He's just, it's whatever.
I think it's cool that you're sticking up for him, by the way, and sharing it and kind of being his agent on this and his marketing director. And I think it is. I think it says a lot about your relationship with him and you and also James and what he meant. And by the way, running back position, NFL, which stands for not for long, every year matters. All of these things matter. So we're with Chris Thompson, Jaguars running back. I don't want to keep you too much longer, but I do want to ask you this. You were in Washington with Adrian Peterson, and I'm not going to sit here and try to compare Adrian Peterson and James Robinson. That's not my question. But my question is, this guy has wowed us. This guy, to be honest with you, James Robinson, is the last few weeks has been the reason we want to watch and see what he does next. How did you know, did you see this like in August? Did you know it would be this good? Or has he surprised you, too, with this constant production week in, week out as the workload got heavier and heavier? Because what people don't give him credit for is once you went down, too, there's nobody really behind him. Like, they're not giving the ball to anybody else. So how much you know what good is? You watched Adrian Peterson. You've played in the league a while. Did you think he could be doing this back in August?
I honestly thought he was – I knew he was going to be good. I just thought because of, I guess his demeanor, which honestly works out for him now, being around him a lot longer. I thought he's going to be one of those guys. Like, he don't seem like it, he just goes about his day every day. Like, it's whatever. I'm out here playing football or whatever. He did things in camp that flashed, which is why all the coaches were, excited about him. But then again, they were like, he's a rookie, so we don't know if he's going to be able to handle this. And, I thought okay, he's going to have some good games, things like that. He even told me bro, I think he had a 40-inch vert. He's like, bro, I had a 40-inch vert. I like hurdling over guys. And I laughed at him. I was like, whatever, bro. You're way too big and too short to be hurdling over guys. Whatever. And then he gets in the game and he's doing it consistently. And I knew he could catch. I knew he can catch well, stuff like that. But just some of the catches he's making, these little one-hand snags and everything, it's crazy to me. I knew he was just gonna have a good season. I didn't think it would be great like this, honestly.
That's awesome.
And it's just amazing because he's not coming off the field hardly, especially since I've been out, and he's dead tired sometimes, and he's still grinding it out. And I'll talk to him on a Monday, and he's like, bro, I was so tired out there. And I'm like, I know, but you kept grinding it out. And he hasn't broken down either, which is crazy because guys, some guys hit that wall and he hasn't, and it's just amazing to me to see what he's done. And I think for a guy like that, I don't want to look at the future. It's right now and what he's doing right now. He needs his flowers and his recognition right now. and that's why it just upset me that he didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, that's. I've asked for a number 30 jersey for Christmas, so you're saying that's a good investment.
Yes.
Hey, one last one. I hope your back's doing well. I know you went on IR after that Green Bay game with the back injury, and I hope you enjoy the holidays and the family and your birthday with your daughter. You know the conversation going on in Jacksonville right now with all the losses. You were in that locker room. You battled with those guys for a long time. How much internally would a win mean for the locker room in the last 2 weeks? Because outside noise is, well, just finish the job and go 1-15 and get Trevor Lawrence.
It's one of those things where, on the outside, everybody's like, oh, especially fans like, oh, we need a true quarterback. We lose the games, we'll be fine. It's whatever. Get Trevor Lawrence. But as players, we don't think that way. Like these guys, it's a young team, but I like their attitude and their approach to it every single day. Guys, we lost all those games like before I was injured and everything, but they still came to work. You got to have it by the attitude. I mean, even if meetings and they would always do that and be fine with, meeting up and just talking about frustrations, how guys feeling. We got a bunch of young guys on the team, so a lot of guys don't know how to handle being in situations like this, and how to be a pro and how to approach every single day. And it's older guys that's helping them. Guys like Miles and J-Dub that's just trying to help the younger guys know like how to deal with this situation, and then just how to be a pro every single day. And I like it. I like these guys, and it's been a real fun year for me. Just being with them and seeing their attitude even through this tough time. I've had to deal with this before, and the attitude wasn't the same. I would just say that. These guys there, it sucks. But I feel like just every day they're handling it and still just trying to work hard and, put some good film on there and try to win a game. Like, if we got to win, it will feel good for those guys. Like, this young team, like, we need it. It's necessary.
Chris Thompson, we appreciate the time, man. Sorry to keep you so long. Happy holidays. Thanks for the insight on James Robinson. And hey, I don't know how his agent is, his marketing director is, but you'd be a good one for number 30.
Without a doubt, man.
Thanks, man.
Got me hyped up over here. That's awesome.
Appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man.
You bet. That's